Chasing is the idea that the more resources we have, the better results we can achieve. Chasing is detrimental because of the idea that it takes us off of our true goals. We end up believing that if we only had a little more time or money or expertise or connections, we can accomplish more. And when we don't have those access to resources, we have a hard time being able to succeed. At the same time, chasing also makes us feel miserable because of what psychologists call social comparisons. The way that chasing unfolds is you look around to other people or to other organizations and you see what type of resources do they have, and you think you need those same resources in order to succeed. Now maybe you are able to obtain those resources, and what happens is you escalate those comparisons. The metaphor I like to use is you're on a treadmill and you've got your goal right in front of you, and you might be walking on that treadmill and you're trying to reach for that goal. And maybe you can reach for that goal and you can get some more resources. But then what happens is the mind escalates up and it says, if I want to hit my next goal, I need even more resources. So you turn up the dial on that treadmill, and maybe now instead of walking, you're jogging. And you get those resources. And then maybe you turn up the dial again, and now instead of jogging, you're running, and eventually you're sprinting, and then finally you fall off. Because what happens is, with social comparisons, there's always going to be someone or some organization that has more. And when you're so focused on looking at what other people have, as opposed to more creatively and productively using what you already have, you're not only missing opportunities, but you're also setting yourself up to be miserable because you're never going to obtain that higher level of resources, because there's always going to be someone who has even more. Another danger with chasing is what psychologists call functional fixedness, which is the idea that you look at resources in very specific and conventional ways. Because you can't expand the use of a resource, you then feel the need, you've got to acquire more and more resources. And as you get more accustomed to solving your problems through more and more resources, you develop a very unhealthy dependence that links any incremental type of performance with additional resources. And when you don't have those additional resources, your performance plateaus, or in fact it even goes down. So chasing is dangerous because it not only gets us off these goals, but it teaches us this really unhealthy dependence that unless we have more, we can't do more.